Look, let me guess how your week went. You sat down and told yourself, okay, today I'm finally going to get my finances together. You were going to check your bank account, maybe start budgeting, maybe even look at investing. And instead, you opened your phone, checked one notification, then another, then suddenly it's been 40 minutes, you're mentally exhausted, and now you're ordering food you didn't plan to buy. Again. And here's the part that messes with your head. You feel lazy. You tell yourself, why can't I just get it together like everyone else? But what if I told you you're not lazy? Your brain is just completely overstimulated. And that overstimulation is quietly wrecking your financial life.
My name is Nick, and I spend way too much time thinking about how people make financial decisions and why they keep sabotaging themselves without realizing it. If you're someone who knows what you should be doing with money, saving, investing, budgeting, but just can't seem to follow through consistently, make sure to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if this helps you out. Because today, we're not talking about hustle, we're talking about why your brain is overloaded, how that leads to bad money decisions, and, most importantly, how to fix it.
Here's the thing. Most people believe financial success comes down to discipline. If I were more disciplined, I'd save more. If I had more willpower, I wouldn't spend money impulsively. That sounds logical. It's also wrong. Because if discipline were the real issue, explain this. Why do smart, educated people who understand money, still rack up credit card debt? Why do high-income earners live paycheck to paycheck? Why do people who genuinely want to invest keep procrastinating for years? It's not laziness. It's not stupidity. It's cognitive overload.
Let's talk about what's really happening in your brain. The average person today is exposed to over 6,000 ads per day. That number comes from marketing studies published by the American Marketing Association. Your phone alone sends you notifications, news alerts, social media dopamine hits, financial fear headlines like recession coming or market about to crash. Your brain was not designed for this. Neuroscientists estimate the brain can consciously process about 120 bits of information per second. Modern life throws thousands, so your brain does the only thing it can do. It starts taking shortcuts, and those shortcuts are terrible for money decisions.
Here's what most people don't realize. When your brain is overstimulated, it shifts into energy conservation mode. That means less long-term thinking, more impulse decisions, more emotional spending, and less ability to delay gratification. There's an actual term for this, decision fatigue. A study published in Psychological Science found that after people made multiple small decisions, their ability to make rational financial choices dropped significantly. In plain English, by the time you sit down to think about money, your brain is already exhausted. So when faced with a choice like, should I cook at home or order delivery, your brain doesn't calculate cost-benefit. It goes, whatever gives me relief right now. Let's put real numbers on this. Say you order food just 3 extra times per week because you're mentally fried. Average delivery order, $25. That's $75 per week, $300 per month, $3,600 per year. Now here's where it gets really interesting. If that $3,600 were invested annually at a modest 7% return for 30 years, that's over $340,000. That's not a latte problem. That's an overstimulated brain problem.
Now, you might be thinking, okay, Nick, but I watch financial videos. I'm trying to learn. Totally fair. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Most financial content actually adds to overstimulation. One video says buy real estate. Another says stocks are better. Another says crypto is the future. Another says everything's about to crash. So instead of clarity, you get paralysis. This is called analysis paralysis, and it's deadly. Your brain gets overwhelmed, so it chooses the safest option emotionally. Do nothing, which feels responsible, but costs you years.
Let me be very clear here. Lazy people don't feel guilty. They don't stress about finances. They don't watch videos like this. They don't think, I should really get my money together. If you're watching this, you're not lazy. You're overloaded. And blaming yourself is making it worse because shame drains energy, and energy is required for good financial decisions. Think of your brain like a web browser. Each open tab is a notification, a worry, a comparison, a financial fear, a to-do item. Eventually, the system slows down, not because the computer is bad, but because it's overloaded. Your solution isn't try harder, it's close some tabs. Overstimulation doesn't just affect spending. It affects saving, investing, career decisions, and risk tolerance. A study from the University of Cambridge found that people under cognitive stress are more likely to choose immediate rewards over long-term gains, even when the long-term gain is objectively better. That explains cashing out investments early, panic selling during downturns, and avoiding investing altogether. Your brain isn't broken, it's overwhelmed. So let's talk about the fix. Not motivational quotes, not hustle culture. Actual, practical changes.
Here's what I want you to do. Unfollow financial influencers who rely on fear, accounts that make you feel behind, news sources that scream urgency. You do not need real-time market updates. Warren Buffett checks prices less than you do. Let that sink in.
Here's what most people don't realize. The richest people don't make better decisions. They make fewer decisions. Automate. Savings, investments, bill payments. Example, if you automatically invest $500 per month instead of deciding every month, you remove emotion entirely. $500 per month at 7% for 30 years is $610,000. No motivation required. This is big. Pick one day, say Sunday. That's your money day. Budgeting, checking accounts, planning. Every other day, you don't touch it. This reduces cognitive load and prevents impulsive behavior. Look, this part matters more than spreadsheets. If your dopamine is fried, you will not make good financial decisions. That means less scrolling, fewer notifications, more boredom. Boredom is where clarity comes from. Instead of, I need to fix my finances, I will increase my net worth by $100 this month. Small wins rebuild confidence. Confidence fuels consistency. Now, you might be thinking, Nick, this sounds great, but my situation is different. I get it, but here's the truth. No matter your income, overstimulation makes things worse. Reducing it doesn't solve everything, but it makes everything else easier. I've seen this play out again and again. People don't change when they learn more. They change when their environment changes. When the noise drops, they suddenly have space to act. That's when saving becomes natural. That's when investing feels doable. That's when progress starts compounding. Here's the final takeaway. Your financial problems aren't a character flaw. They're a system problem. Fix the system, and your behavior follows. So here's what I want you to do today. Not tomorrow, not next week, today. Unfollow one account. Delete one app. Automate one financial decision. Just one. Because once your brain can breathe, your money finally starts working for you. If this helped you, hit the thumbs up. Subscribe for more practical financial clarity, and I'll see you in the next one. Let's build a future that actually feels calm.